important for us to look at a couple of line graphs before to understand where simultaneous equations come from. Here we have the line y equals x minus 4, and here we have the line x plus y equals 6. And we see these two lines cross at the point A. And if I look at the y value where they cross, that's 1, and I look at the x value where they cross, that's 5. So the point 5, 1 lies on the line x plus y equals 6, so you get 5 plus 1, which is 6, that's true. And here again we've got the y value is 1 and the x value is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. So this point we can see satisfies this equation and lies on both lines. So essentially when you solve simultaneous equations, you can imagine those two equations graph and the solution being the point that's on both lines, i.e. where they cross. So here's those two equations, and the first method we're going to look at for solving these is going to be substitution. It makes sense when you've got equations written like this to substitute one in for the other. And we can see that we've got y here equal to x minus 4. So the sensible thing would be to replace that y with x minus 4, and then we've got an equation with just x's in it, and we'll be able to find that x, and once we found that x we can find the y value. So let's do that. Let's substitute x minus 4 into equation 1. Let's number these equations. 1. Actually, let's call them by letters so we don't confuse them with numbers. Let's call that equation A and then call that equation B. So we're going to substitute y equals x minus 4 into equation A. So that x minus 4 is going to go where that y is because that's what it's equal to. So we got x plus x minus 4, that's gone into there, equal to 6. Let's add the two x's together. 2x minus 4 equals 6. Now, what we've got to do to solve this, we started the x times 2 minus 4, so the first thing we undo is the last thing we did, which is minus the 4. So we add 4 to both sides to get 2x on this side. On this side we add 4 and we get 10. Divide both sides by 2 because we've got 2 times x. We undo that by dividing by 2. Let's divide this side by 2, we get x. Divide this side by 2 and we get 5. So we found the x value. Now let's substitute. I'm going to write the whole word this time. X equals 5 into equation B. Makes much more sense because then we can find y straight off. So putting that into equation B, so we get y equals 5 minus 4. 4 away from 5 gives me 1. So I've got my my coordinates here. X equals 5, y equals minus 1. And if we go back to the graph, we can see x was equal to 5 and y equals 1. So we could solve the equations both ways. We could either draw the graphs or we could do the algebra.